We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
Stay there. Stay there. Set. 180. Mike to 59. Twist. Red Delta.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Orange. Orange. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Kill, kill.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Black 11! You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey, go orange. Orange. Right there. 54 Mike. Load it. Load it. Check. Right, 89.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. White, 89.
Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Watch twist. Hey, Delta. Run 80. Behind. Behind.
Here's Rivers. And it.
Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? Ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up. I can't spend the day
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Sit, 180. 59. Pick me up. Here we go. Shoot. Look.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Echo. Here we go again.
Rivers to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey. He's checking. Crash.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Set 180. Round 80. Stay with your man.
Right back to him on first down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All day. Load it. Load it. Any day.
Throwing, Rivers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Right there, 54, right there. Hey, Delta! Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to... Hey, team 6. Check, right? Q. Right, 54. Let's go, G. Buffalo 1.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
So we got man. Load it. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. You're trash. Cluster. Check 13. Check. I'm gonna go load it. Load it. 56.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's caught. It's Malone. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 5'9".
80 high.
Now Rivers. And that is incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
After that throw, it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Set. Black 15.
56.
Orange 5-4.
Check 9.
80 high. High.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down.
White, 80 high.
52. Watch the
Keep it skinny.
52 to Mike. Watch the screw jaw corker. Watch the
80 high. High.
Jim. Hey, check 20.
80 high.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Check 390. 390. Brown.
In your face.
White, 89.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's what I do. Out.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
80 weapons.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go. 180!
All day, dog.
Black!
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Come on, D.
Smith!
45 to Mike.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
6 guys.
Two.
Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
21.
Check 50. Watch the safety creep.
X3. 218, chopper.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Coleman now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Rabbit. Mike, 50.
Bravo.
53. Mike. Watch twist. 53 to Mike. 50.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the table and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Coverage there by Kevon Seymour. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Your trip is here.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
61, matchbox lights.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Stay there. Stay there. Black 15.
Rivers on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Rivers. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Hey, ready.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. What's the run? They're running it.
Hey.
Right there, 54.
From the gun, Rivers. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Set, 180.
Right there, 56. On the ball.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
54, Mike.
Left.
54.
Now Rivers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Right there, 54.
Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gold with the extra point. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Here we go.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
12.
Mike 27.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Ready.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Share. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Throwing again. Rivers. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Wood.
54. Mike.
Load it.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Wait,
and the blitz does come. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, alert!
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here we go. 180!
Check. 53's Mike.
13!
Watch QB drop. He's coming. Double up.
Stay hot!
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to
Here we
follow
go.
your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Go!
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 45's the Mike.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Deep ball, and this is taken in at the 5. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. To throw is Rivers, looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Push him back.
2, 2, 2.
Hey, exit.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Get hot.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Here we go.
21, 21.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Hey, Zoo.
Exit. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
1, Omaha.
Check.
Hey, check Mike 45.
Hey, wahoo.
Watch the run. 45's the Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180.
Double dog.
21, 21.
Watch out.
Man.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Officially nothing
11,
on that
11.
last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. Watch.
General West.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Breida. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. Open man there is Malone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Rivers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
SOS. Hey, go orange. SOS. Orange.
After the sack on 1st down, Rivers. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Load it.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, check 56. Watch the out. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. I'm trying to collect.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to wind up and air it out. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 21. 6! 65.
Hey, alert 3.
Buzz.
45.
11.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Let's go, fellas.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You don't want none.
Red! Red!
56 to Mike. 56.
Load it! Load it! Good!
To throw again. Rivers. Played. Field almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Mike, 56. 56. Watch the run.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
4th down, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Garoppolo looking to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 61 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drop. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down. Rivers now. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Rivers on fourth down. And Thomas has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rivers. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
Ready? 390. White.
Cut. Months 56. Months 56.
We load it. Load it.
56.
First down, Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike.
Red Delta.
Silver. Shift.
Hey, Alpha.
Shift.
Q.
Motion. Check. Shift.
0.
Throwing again. Rivers. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
I'm going to go load it. Load it.
One last shot now for Rivers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for San Francisco, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.